So I was lucky to discover this very unique way to basically network with millionaires wherever you live, any city you live. I discovered a way, even like for my audience related to affiliate marketing too. You can network with affiliates locally in your area and ideas, opportunities, seeing what they're doing and working with them, and them working with you can be a great opportunity for you to basically have more ideas, potentially make more money because your network can become your net worth. And also, there's ways to go about networking that are very powerful people overlook. I got lucky to discover this, like really, really lucky, and I want to talk about it. So for a long time, I neglected the power of networking. But then I ran some tests a few years ago where I ran ads locally in my local area to network. And I was shocked by how many people responded. And the cost per lead on average per person was mind-boggling for real. Compared to when you're trying to sell something, it's way higher, the cost for when you're trying to sell something. Plus, usually people can't get it profitable. But what happens when you run ads to network and you build relationships, you suddenly become hyper profitable because everyone has a high response rate. People bring opportunities to you. You're an owner of a group locally that's high value, so you become high value. I call it overpriced air, expensive air. Okay, there's only certain things, there's only so many things that you could consider overpriced air. Things that are just super valuable that you can monetize with high profit margins, basically. Okay, there are things that just crush it and things that don't. And a big variable to what succeeds and what doesn't is the profit margins of whatever you're doing. Okay, it's a big deal. Why do you think people who work jobs, why is that so common? Why is having a job so common in the world? It's because it's guaranteed and people are selling overpriced air. Can you guess what that is? It's time. Okay, it's time. Time is very valuable per se, but everyone's guaranteed to make money when they have a job because they're monetizing their overpriced air, which is their time and energy, and sometimes their skill sets. And so when you monetize overpriced air in different ways, you win. So a network is access. That is overpriced air. No one's going to tell you this stuff, okay? I got lucky to discover this. In fact, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who hate me, maybe want to hurt me for sharing this, because there are secrets to this world, certain things. I'm dead serious. This is one that's very powerful that no one really understands, is the power and importance of overpriced air. Your time is overpriced air, but that's a low-level one, for sure. The next one that is very valuable is access. The next one is information. The next one is software. The next one is content and attention. And anything where you know that it's high profit margins, you win. Some examples of companies is the four horsemen companies, for sure. You got Apple, you got Microsoft, you got Amazon, you got Facebook, and even YouTube and all the stuff in Google. Multiple horsemen, okay? But that's what they call those big companies. And what are they doing? Why are they able to hire so big of teams, so many people? It's because they're monetizing overpriced air. Typically, these are technology companies, which means it's code, and which means it's also attention related and users related using their platforms. And so they're monetizing attention with ads typically, or just super scalable ways to make money. So example is like Apple, the cost to produce and create a device that they sell, and then their margins after it's created, super high. Amazon is getting commissions and percentages on everything they sell. They sell everything. My point is, if you can monetize in more ways and many overpriced air ways, you win. So that's very important. So my point is, network is overpriced air, and it's a very guaranteed, like you call it opportunity. It's not a business opportunity at all. You're not starting a business out of networking. What you're doing is opportunities happen when you have more relationships. Okay, so I could do this for people. It's very, very valuable. It's a unique way of running ads with a unique, important angle, and then how you do the funnel and how you do the ads and how you communicate with people after and how you turn it into serious, serious opportunities for yourself. That's the key. That's what you're paying for when you invest in my service for that. So you can book a call with me or one of my team members to find out about this type of service and see if you qualify for it, because I'm telling you, this could take you from like zero to hero. Like it is a quantum leap, okay, in income. Because what happens in business is there are spikes of income and then there's consistency. So most people who work a job, they got consistency of their money. But people who have a business sometimes have spikes of income, whether they do product launches or whether they have a spike of maybe marketing and attention that happens, or maybe they purchase an asset. I don't know what happens, but or they take advantage of a trend. There's different routes. that happens, okay? In business, quantum leaps happen with relationships, okay? I've seen it firsthand, okay? When you meet people that open doors for you, you win. So it's basically like this. Let's say you spend $1,000 on ads correctly with the networking locally type of idea I'm sharing with you, which I've done personally, and I'm starting to bring on more clients for this, okay? What happens when you do this is you could spend $1,000. You could get, let's say, 100 leads locally that are interested in you. And what happens is insane. The return on your investment potentially from relationships can be 100x. Okay, it could be 10x, 100x, 1000x. Because what happens is relationships, first off, open doors. People know people, so your network is bigger than you think. You could join in on opportunities. You can know everything about everyone who joins your network, and you start making introductions and make things happen and partnerships. If you have your own business too, that's one way to monetize. There's tons of ways to monetize. Having a network, it's actually insane. It has so many ways to monetize, it doesn't make sense. There's a lot of ways. You could do your own events as one way. You can make introductions to other people. You can do partnerships. You can join in on people who are making serious money. You can get ideas from people, and that can benefit you. You can get investments into anything you want to do. You can build teams around anything you want to do because you have access to a group of people who are very interested in you and your group, and they see you as high value. They will answer your calls at anything you want to move forward with. So I'm sure you may have ideas. You may have business ideas. You can get people behind it. You can get capital behind it. You can get things happening. Okay, so the return is extreme. Not only that, you have a bunch of friends and allies in your network, and that's a bonus too. So your social life increases as well, but that's not the big part. The money is extreme. Like the return is extreme. So book a call with me to learn more about this if you want. It's crazy. So I don't care what city you're in. As long as you're near a city or in a city, you can increase your network of basically of anything you want. So if you want to do affiliate marketing or drop shipping, or if you just want to have a mixture of a bunch of ambitious people and high value people, boom, you become very high value. You're a starter of a group locally. Everyone knows you, likes you, trusts you, and that's leverage. Okay, you want unfair advantages, you want leverage in anything you do. And one of the ultimate levers, okay, when it comes to business and making money and creating wealth for yourself, one of the biggest levers for real is your network. Mentors is also very powerful. Capital can be a good one. Content, personal brand, AI is a lever. Great skills in sales and marketing are levers. So when you leverage levers, you win. It is very, very, very effective. It points you in the right direction. In a world where it's a war, okay, in business, it's hyper competitive. You need overpriced air and sticky air, basically recurring, is really the best thing. But there's different ways to think about it. That's why it takes years to get good at understanding all these things and knowing how to apply all this knowledge. You basically need to be in something that's high profit margin no matter what. You don't want to be in a commodity business, and you got to know what works, okay? And I'm telling you, like, people know me for maybe like affiliate marketing, adult marketing, sweepstake marketing, sales funnels, paid advertising, cold traffic, etc. People know me for a lot of different things because I've done a lot of different things over time. But I'm telling you, the networking side of things is something I neglected, and it gives you quantum leaps in success. You would be shocked, okay? The people I've met, the introductions I have, the leverage I have with having a network and multiple networks, it's very powerful. Quantum leaps in income happen from this. It doesn't make sense. It's almost like a magical, invisible result. It's like a wild card where you don't know what's going to happen, but it happens because you're doing it right. Because money flows through people. It's not something within. It's not some random idea and then it happens. All money flows through people. All ideas flow through people, but ideas are useless without action. And you need teams, you need people, you need capital as a tool to accomplish more. Capital and investment really is a tool just to be able to make a profit and use it as a tool to be able to make a profit and leverage it. But you need to be in something good, okay? Now, you don't have to have a business beforehand. Before doing networking, you can join into people already making money. Does that make sense? So what happens is one of the biggest levers of all that people don't understand, especially beginners or a lot of times even advanced. One of the coolest ways to make money is in networking. You're networking locally. You're finding people that are high value as well. You become very high value. You suddenly have a ton of opportunities. Every lead that comes in locally into your funnel and contact, you can call them. You get to know about them firsthand from the lead form. So you know what they're doing, how much money they basically are making, and you could basically become high value because you have a high skill set right now, right in that moment and forever, because you have the ability to create networks and introduce people to people that is high value because money is people, people are money. And so you, as an owner of a local group of high value individuals, suddenly you can basically compare and decide, okay, what opportunities are here? You can start making introductions, making finder's fees from that, or being partnered up with introductions and partnerships that you can set up. So someone has an e-commerce store and then someone has a big email list. Make that introduction. They work together. They work out a deal. You're involved. Boom, you get money. Another one, what I'm trying to allude to here, is you could join into the people and multiple people. You don't need to do one thing. You could join into the people that are making serious money in their business. Typically it's business owners, but also real estate deals, investment deals, etc. You could join into, and the opportunities get really crazy. And you could just partner up and join in to team up with people that are already in momentum. It's hard to take a business off the ground, but when you find people that are already crushing it and you stand out, you suddenly have more opportunities than basically anyone in your city. This is powerful stuff. No one understands this. I'm trying to explain this and share this with you, but this is a big eye opener, I'm sure, for you, for anyone who sees this, and you should share this with your friends if you care about them. You could join into the people already with momentum, and what you offer is not only the ability to help them network and that skill, but also marketing skills, sales skills, and you just being a part of the team because they know, like, and trust you. If someone joins your group locally, they know, like, and trust you. They want you involved in whatever they're doing, or they want to be involved in what you're doing. It's powerful, okay? Because, by the way, it's a numbers game. You're running the ads locally. You can basically do this with almost any platform, almost any of them. But I got secrets around this. And you can call and talk to me about this and schedule a call or with a team member of mine. But basically, oh my gosh, the opportunity is huge. It's a numbers game. You're running the ads. You get in front of thousands of people, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people of impressions locally. The people who respond to your ad, they know, like, and trust you from the ad. They joined in because they're interested. They join your group and they're in. But the people who didn't, they didn't. And so these people know, like, and trust you who join, and it is just high leverage. It's basically one of the highest leverage things because it is network. I mean, networking is where the breakthroughs happen. People who are born into wealth, that's a network, and they're born into wealth. People who get an inheritance, that's because of people that they know associated with them who bring them wealth from inheritance. Now, a better example is people who go to wealthy colleges and then they are good at networking and the friend groups they're in that goes on to benefit them their whole life. But those are cards you dealt. You can make your own cards. You can make your own luck. Success is not luck. It's actually skill, and it could be purposeful. You don't need to be lucky. You just need to understand where luck comes from, and luck comes from your network. I'm sick and tired of people just not getting it. This is what it is. You can endlessly learn, and that's important, and I'm constantly learning and learning new skills and stuff. But quite literally, the big breakthroughs happen from who you know, not really what you know. This is where the big money is. It's obvious when you network wherever you live, and if you move to network, or you have multiple locations you live in to network in, different cities, you can crush it. You don't need to be in New York or Miami or California. You could be in any city, and there is money. There is people making serious money in any city. You can network with them, have high leverage coming in to network. You could partner up, you can make deals happen, and there's more ways to monetize. Access is another way to monetize. Throwing events is another way to monetize. But it's just crazy because, like I said, there's so many ways to monetize. You can even, because you have this group, you can basically promote to them, like local businesses, or make introductions for new people who pay to join the group. There's a lot of ways to monetize this. So book a call with me. Check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out. Thank you so much. Hopefully you had a bunch of ideas here, took notes, and peace out.